Can you really turn £100 into 1,000? It's a question that's likely crossed the mind of anyone who's ever dreamed of financial freedom, or simply wanted to make their money work harder for them. We've all heard the stories, the whispers of people who've managed to turn small investments into substantial returns. But is it truly achievable for the average person, or is it just a pipe dream fueled by unrealistic expectations? It sounds like a late-night infomercial, promising riches beyond your wildest dreams with minimal effort. You know the type, get-rich-quick schemes and guaranteed returns that seem too good to be true. And usually they are. But I wanted to find out if it could be done, not with smoke and mirrors, but with genuine strategies and a healthy dose of realism. I wanted to cut through the noise and uncover the truth behind the hype. Was it possible to take a modest sum and legitimately grow it into something significant? No luck, no hype, just real strategies. Strategies that are grounded in sound principles and proven methods, not fleeting trends or risky gambles. Strategies that could be understood and implemented by anyone willing to put in the time and effort. I set out to see if an ordinary person, someone without a background in finance or a network of wealthy investors, could achieve this goal. Someone just like you, perhaps. With no special connections, no insider information, and no unfair advantages, could still find a path to financial growth. Could multiply a small pot of money, turning a humble investment into a more substantial sum, using only simple, repeatable steps. Steps that could be easily followed and adapted to different circumstances, creating a framework for consistent and sustainable growth. The plans start with £100, a tangible starting point, a real-world investment. Enough to matter, but not enough to break the bank. A sum that wouldn't be devastating to lose, but significant enough to motivate real effort and commitment. And try to multiply it by 10. £1,000, a meaningful target, a goal that represents a significant step towards financial security. I document every step, every mistake, the setbacks and the small victories along the way, and every penny, tracking every transaction and analyzing the results with meticulous detail, with total transparency. No hidden agendas, no secret formulas, just an honest and open account of the entire process. This isn't about luck or shortcuts. It's not about hitting the jackpot or finding a loophole. It's about building something real, something sustainable, something that can provide a foundation for long-term financial well-being. One smart move at a time, a calculated approach, a series of informed decisions that, when combined, can lead to significant results. Before spending a penny, I set 4 rules. No gambling, reinvest all profits, build skills and use only free or low-cost tools. No crypto speculation, no betting, just deliberate, calculated actions. Every bit of profit had to go back into the project, compounding growth. I'd invest in learning micro skills, like graphic design or copywriting, that could be monetized. No expensive software, only accessible tools like free design apps and social media marketplaces. The experiment had to be replicable for anyone, regardless of background. With these rules, I was ready to make my first move. My first step was flipping, buying low, selling high. I scoured Facebook Marketplace and charity shops for practical items, settling on home office gear. I spent £60 on a used office chair and monitor, plus £5 for a repair kit. After cleaning and fixing them up, I listed both online with honest descriptions and clear photos. Within days, both sold £50 for the chair, £50 for the monitor. My total spend £60. My revenue £100. Profit £40. My pot grew to £140. It wasn't a fortune, but it was proof the process worked. The momentum had begun. After a few more flips, my pot grew to just over £200, but flipping was time-consuming and limited. I decided to invest in a skilled digital design. I spent £30 on an online Canva course learning to create social media graphics. Practicing daily, I built a portfolio and offered my services in local business groups. My first client, a baker, paid £50 for 10 custom graphics. For the first time, I earned from a skill, not just a flip. My funds now stood at £220. The transition to digital had begun. Services were scalable, but I wanted passive income. I created a pack of 30 customizable Canva templates for small businesses, solving a real problem: easy professional social media posts. Using Gumroad, I listed the pack for £15. I shared it in small business communities, no spam, just a genuine solution. 5 sales in the first week brought in £75. I'd created a digital asset that could sell endlessly. My pot was now close to £300. Organic sales were slow, so I reinvested profits into Facebook and Instagram ads. I started with £5 a day, targeting small business owners. I tested different ad images and text to see what worked best. The first few days were slow, but by day 3, sales picked up. 3 sales from a £5 spend. After a week, I'd spent £35 and made 15 sales, generating £225. My net profit from ads, £190. My total fund was now well over £500. I'd found a scalable way to grow. The experiment was working. With the initial ads proving successful and generating a positive return, it was time to think bigger. I knew that to truly scale this venture, I needed to move beyond the initial trickle of sales and create a consistent stream of revenue. The early results were encouraging, but they were just the beginning. I started to think about how to optimize my campaigns, identify new target audiences, and ultimately increase my ad spend strategically. The goal was to reach £10 a day, which, based on my initial sales data, would translate to averaging 5 to 7 sales daily. This felt like an achievable target, a stepping stone towards even greater success. I closely monitored the sales analytics dashboard, tracking the number of sales, the average order value, and the overall revenue generated each day. Seeing that upward trend on the graph fueled my motivation and validated my efforts. Over a period of 2 weeks, I carefully managed my advertising budget, investing a total of £140 on ads. This was a significant commitment, but I was confident that the potential return justified the expense. I meticulously tracked my ad spend, analyzing which campaigns were performing best, and allocating resources accordingly. The advertising spend dashboard became my constant companion, providing valuable insights into the effectiveness of my marketing efforts. And the results were impressive. That £140 investment generated about £1,260 in sales. This was a clear indication that my strategy was working, and that there was significant potential for further growth. The sales revenue graph showed a sharp increase, a visual representation of the success I was achieving. The profit analytics on my laptop confirmed that this was not just revenue, but a substantial profit margin. With a healthy profit margin established, I reinvested profits back into the business. This was a crucial step in fueling further growth and expansion. Instead of pocketing the earnings, I recognized the importance of reinvesting in advertising, product development, and other key areas. This reinvestment strategy allowed me to compound my success and accelerate the growth of my micro-business. To diversify my offerings and cater to a wider audience, I created a second product, a small business social media guide. This guide provided practical tips and strategies for small businesses looking to enhance their social media presence and reach a larger audience. It was a natural complement to my existing templates, and I believed it would be a valuable resource for my customers. To further increase sales and provide even more value to my customers, I bundled it with my templates. This product bundling strategy offered customers a comprehensive package of resources at a discounted price, making it an attractive offer. The e-commerce website showcased the bundled products, highlighting the benefits of purchasing the complete package. The bundling strategy proved to be highly effective. Bundling increased my average order value significantly, as customers were now purchasing multiple products in a single transaction. This not only boosted revenue but also improved customer satisfaction by providing them with a more complete solution. The order value increase graph clearly demonstrated the positive impact of the bundling strategy. The increased average order value, combined with the continued success of my advertising campaigns, made ads even more profitable. The return on investment, ROI, soared, as I was now generating more revenue for every pound spent on advertising. The profitable advertising metrics displayed on the screen confirmed the effectiveness of my overall strategy. Recognizing the importance of building a direct relationship with my customers, I started an email list. This allowed me to communicate directly with my audience, share valuable content, and promote my products and services. The email marketing platform interface showed the subscriber list growing steadily, a testament to the effectiveness of my lead generation efforts. To incentivize sign-ups and grow my email list quickly, I offered a free checklist as a lead magnet. This checklist provided valuable tips and actionable steps related to my niche, making it an attractive offer for potential subscribers. The lead magnet download page showcased the free checklist, encouraging visitors to sign up and receive valuable content. This was all done to build a direct audience. What started as a simple side project had now evolved into a thriving micro-business. The consistent revenue, growing customer base, and expanding product line were all clear indicators of success. The project evolved into a micro-business, a testament to the power of online entrepreneurship. The business now boasted multiple digital products, catering to a variety of needs within my target market. From templates to guides to checklists, I had created a diverse portfolio of valuable resources. The digital product portfolio on the computer screen showcased the range of offerings available to customers. As the sales continued to pour in, I crossed the £800 mark in total revenue. This was a significant milestone, a validation of all the hard work and dedication I had invested in the business. The milestone achievement graph visually represented the progress I had made, highlighting the steady growth of the business. With the £800 mark surpassed, the £1,000 goal was now clearly in sight. I could almost taste the victory, knowing that I was on the verge of achieving a major milestone. The goal tracking dashboard showed the progress I was making towards the £1,000 target, providing a visual representation of my impending success. The beauty of this business model was that systems and assets were now working for me, generating revenue even while I slept. The automation I had implemented allowed me to scale the business without requiring a significant increase in my time commitment. The passive income streams dashboard showcased the various sources of revenue that were contributing to my overall success. The business had reached a point where the momentum was truly unstoppable. The combination of effective advertising, valuable products, and automated systems had created a self-sustaining growth engine. The exponential growth chart illustrated the rapid acceleration of the business, demonstrating the power of compounding success. Alright, let's dive into the specifics and break down the numbers. We're going to dissect the growth process step by step, so you can clearly see how a small initial investment can snowball into significant returns. We'll be looking at each phase from the initial hustle to scaling with digital products and advertising. Understanding these numbers is crucial for replicating this success. Phase 1. Flipping. This is where it all began. The initial spark, the first taste of entrepreneurial action. It all started with a humble £100. This was the seed capital, the fuel for the engine. It might not seem like much, but it was enough to get the ball rolling. This initial investment was carefully considered and represented a calculated risk. Through strategic flipping of various items, a £40 profit was realized. This wasn't just about making money. It was about understanding the market, identifying opportunities, and executing a plan. Each flip was a learning experience, refining the process and building confidence. And after a few more carefully selected flips, the initial £100 grew to a respectable £210. This demonstrates the power of compounding, even at a small scale. Each successful flip added not only to the capital, but also to the knowledge base, paving the way for the next phase. Phase 2. Skill building. Recognizing the limitations of simply flipping items, the focus shifted towards acquiring new skills. This was a crucial step in building a sustainable business model. A strategic investment of £30 was made in an online course. This wasn't just about spending money, it was about investing in future potential. The course was carefully chosen to provide valuable marketable skills. Putting those newly acquired skills to use, £50 was earned from a client project. This validated the investment in skill building and demonstrated the ability to generate income from services. Building on that momentum, another small project was undertaken, bringing the total capital to £300. This consistent growth was fueled by a combination of smart investments and diligent work. Phase 3. Digital products and ads. This marked a significant shift towards scalability and passive income. It was time to leverage the power of the internet. The first digital product, a template pack, was launched. This was a key step in creating a product that could be sold repeatedly with minimal effort. Through organic marketing efforts, £75 in sales were generated. This demonstrated the potential of the product and the effectiveness of the marketing strategy. To accelerate growth, paid advertising was implemented. A modest investment of £35 yielded an impressive £225 in revenue. This showcased the power of targeted advertising and the scalability of the digital product. Now it was time for scaling up the advertising efforts. This involved increasing the ad spend and optimizing the campaigns for maximum return. The advertising budget was increased to £140. This was a calculated risk based on the positive results from the initial ad campaigns. This investment in advertising generated over £1,200 in sales. This demonstrated the effectiveness of the scaling strategy and the potential for significant revenue growth. After accounting for all fees and expenses, the net profit soared past £1,000. This was a testament to the profitability of the digital product and the effectiveness of the overall business model. So let's get to the final tally. It's time to see the culmination of all the hard work and strategic decisions. The final profit amounted to over £1,300. This represents a significant return on the initial investment and a validation of the entire process. All of this growth stemmed from that original £100. This highlights the power of starting small, making smart investments and scaling strategically. The numbers don't lie. They clearly demonstrate the effectiveness of this growth process. This is a proven strategy that can be replicated with dedication and a willingness to learn. Hitting the £1,000 goal was great, but the real value was in the lessons learned. The first profit built momentum and belief. Skill building turned time into expertise, and digital products disconnected income from hours worked. Leverage was key, first with undervalued goods, then with skills, and finally with paid ads. Systems, not luck, created scalable growth. Creativity and problem solving mattered more than starting capital. The journey was about becoming a creator of value, not just a consumer. You can do this too. Start small, take action, and build momentum. Find a niche you know, make your first small profit, and invest it in a micro skill people need. Don't rush. Each phase builds on the last. Be patient, persistent, and ready to learn from mistakes. The journey from £100 to £1,000 is about growth, financial and personal. You'll gain confidence, skills, and a new perspective on value. That transformation is worth more than the money itself.